Hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to Real Talk with Tony Cloud Gunner TV. Say, people, yeah. I mean, it has been a very rough one. Let me just be very frank with you guys. Yeah, it has really been a very rough few weeks. Yeah, mostly since when Arsenal lost uh, the Carabao Cup final, and a lot has happened, from that time till now. And I mean, it was one that I was forced to go down the deep waters because after that matchup, I just became, I mean, I was just so disillusioned. I was so pained. I was hurt, and I was, and I started cursing a lot, and I'm not really that kind of person that curses a lot, on streams. I'm usually very uh, collected with my choice of words, so I was a little bit taken aback, following that Carabao Cup loss, and the season just went down, you know, and I mean, to start picking up the pieces right now, yeah, it's something that is so difficult, to just pick up the rubbles from that Carabao Cup. And I sent out messages on my social media that I needed time off, and sincerely, that time off has really helped me. That time off really helped me to just uh, um, take a step back, go for some personal therapy, because sincerely, I really needed the therapy. I really needed it because I just really felt like where where am I as an Arsenal fan? Where am I as a content creator for the Arsenal? And I couldn't just balance it. I couldn't just balance it just because of that loss. It was a very bitter pill to swallow. That one, yeah. Very bitter pill to swallow. It's not a place where a space where I wish someone else to be, because I just became paranoid. I was so angry. Like I was so pissed off. Yeah. And if I use that kind of anger, that kind of pent up anger, that pain, that to do shows, I don't think I will be the same person. And personally, I always love to be, you know, I always love to be myself, when doing these shows. Yeah, like the same Tony Club Gunner TV in character that you guys know. So it would be so you know painful to just see me spiral, in that paranoia for not winning that Carabao Cup. It really hurt. The pains were there. The hurts were there. I couldn't just handle everything. I couldn't take it in. It was just so painful. It was just so I mean, I couldn't just think, and thanks to Mikel Arteta, and the rest, you know, of the team, they failed us in that Carabao Cup. They failed us. And even if I was slated to come back this night in the Champions League, of course, definitely, I looked at everything and I was like, even the FA Cup, yeah, I need to be off the FA Cup. And just as if I knew, Arsenal went out of the FA Cup, courtesy Southampton. And I was totally off YouTube because I didn't even want to even listen to any podcaster. Maybe there was once I popped in to listen to my friend BBK Sports, at the time, But apart from that, I've not been watching YouTube. But I mean, I've been seeing people talking hella smack. I heard people have been talking smack. Yeah. Even rivals, Chelsea. Yeah. Rivals. Chelsea rivals. Yeah. I mean, only God knows if Chelsea is going to qualify for Europe this season. But they're taking a piss at Arsenal fans. So, I mean, the windows have been opened. The masks have been taken off. The ceilings that has been shaky and quaking for a number of times this season has finally been shattered. The best defense in the Premier League has been exposed to be frauds. And sincerely, that's where Arsenal is. We've been exposed by Manchester City, who we never actually thought that we would get that kind of performances from them. And it's such a pitiable situation. Yeah, City was meant to be, that team that isn't clicking. Yeah, City was meant to be that team that hasn't got everything together. City is that team that has Foden struggling. Yeah, Erling Haaland was struggling. Yeah, they had problems in defense because Vardiol has been out. Diaz was just coming back from injury, so McGay was missing from that Carabao Cup. Yeah. Arsenal had everything prepared for them, prepared for us on a platter of gold. But we misused the situations, allowed Pep Guardiola to just walk straight right into our minds and pollute it. Yeah. We were exposed in all those games. And there's no other explanation. Yeah. There's no other explanation to that. We lost. We goofed it. We bottled it. Absolutely. And I will be, see people here, in as much as I'm also the hyper one, I'm also the truthful one too. I said that we were going to win a treble this season. And I put my hands up. I said it. And yet again, Mikel Arteta and his band of rogues stick the knife to us and twist it. They've twisted the knife at us. And that's a bad, bad place to be in. Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah. I put my hands up. Yeah, I put my hands up. Yeah, I said we're going to win a treble. And that's not the case. We're exposed, people. The best defense in the world ripped apart. Injuries ravaging this team. And God damn it, that's not even an excuse for Mikel Arteta, bro. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. That isn't even an excuse for Arteta at all. Because even before we got into the season, big up to Nems. Big ups, my brother Nems. Nems, I'm back, bro. I'm back, my guy. Why is Nems not a moderator? Yes. Standard moderator now. Yes. Big up to you, Nems. Nems, how are you doing? Nems, man, I should have brought you down to the show, but I've not been doing shows. I was on a compulsory break because, I started having, lots of issues regarding, Arsenal season, and I just needed to take a break before I become an abusive nuisance on stream. So I just really needed to take time out and recuperate, and get some certain kind of therapy and just re-strategize and but to be very sincere with you, I mean, I wasn't really 100%, sunk into it, that idea of winning multiple trophies this season. But I thought that when you get to that stage, yeah, of those kind of competitions like the Carabao Cup, yeah, you get into the finals of the Carabao Cup, the team you're going to face was just kicked out of the Champions League in a very horrible manner in terms of Real Madrid versus Manchester City. And City hasn't really been on form. They've been dropping points in the Premier League. They have been dropping points in the Premier League, left, right, and center. Even at home, they've been dropping points. And then you expect Arsenal, that has been scraping this point, to somehow come up with something. Somehow. Some magical stuff. Yeah. But we bumped it. And it hurts, people. It hurts. It sincerely hurts. And we are where we are. We are where we are by our own hands. And of course, Nem says here, he says, Arsenal don't know how to win trophies. And you know what, yet Nems, at the end of the day, we have to agree with your statement. I mean, your statement hurts. Yeah, it's painful. It stings. It stings. Yeah, that very statement stings. But even if it stings, yeah, is it the truth? Yeah, it's the truth. We don't know how to win the trophies, bro. We don't know how to win the big ones, and it all stems from someone called Mikel Arteta. He's failed. To be sincere, he's failed. And the big thing there is that he's run out of excuses. There is no more excuses left for Mikel Arteta. And again, this is why it hurts me to see that some Arsenal fans are out here dishing out excuses, about, we dropping out from the FA Cup, sorts of takes away, that burden of actually competing in the FA Cup and competing in the Champions League at the same time in the Premier League. We have a big fish to fry. But again, these are all theatrics. These are all lies from the pit of hell. These are gimmicks. This is not true. These are lies. It's alliance. The manager bottled it. The manager failed. The manager's in-game management and in-game tactics was laid bare for all to see. And we established that he's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a novice to management. He hasn't learned anything. Hasn't learned anything. The players are dropping like flies. I mean, Manic player in Saka completely banged up the season. Man can't even score goals. He's been poor. And people don't get this twisted, yeah. Bukayo Saka's season foreshadowed what we are going to face as Arsenal fans. It foreshadowed what we were going to face. Because we all know that if Bukayo Saka is having a bad season, I mean, it renders the whole structure of that Arsenal team moribund. We have a captain who isn't captaining. We have a captain who the manager decided to keep on the bench this season and who's not up for the fight. That's the leader of the team. I mean, it sums up everything, isn't it? When you have such a horrible leader in Martin Odegaard, textbook, it just shows you everything you need to know, everything you need to see about the team. Is it the in-game tactics? Is it the in-game management? Is it how they train? Is it the injury record? Even our defensive record is even becoming shocking, bro. Because Arsenal, I mean, we're now conceding 5 minutes, 10 minutes to the end of the game. 5 minutes, 10 minutes to the end of the game. I bet you, if that game against Southampton was against City, 100% assurances, yeah, City don't lose that matchup, bro. City don't lose that matchup. They don't lose it. After after Victor Gyökeres came on and gave us that goal, a top team would just, would just take it up from there. Make it difficult for Southampton to even engineer everything. Push them back. Pepper their goalkeeper. Bro, even the Southampton goalkeeper on the day was having a field day. Man was just relaxing. He was just having, he was having a good time. He was having a good time. While Arsenal was left to deal with a barrage of mistakes, a barrage of giving the ball away in the middle of the park. And when teams see these kind of mistakes, they sense it. And when they sense it, they go for the kill. And on the day against Southampton, they sniffed it. They saw it that Arsenal, they saw it. They saw that Arsenal was not up for the fight. They saw that we are not serious. Obviously, they saw it. There is no doubt that Southampton sensed everything. They saw it, that we're not ready. They saw that we never had any real quality up front. They saw it that they had the best chances in the game to win it. That's Southampton, a non-Premiership side. So, when you look at all these things, yeah, it's pain. It's just pain. Cherokee. Oh my God, Cherokee. Oh my God. I mean, did you see the ball pull ups he was doing, bro? Man was just flexing with the ball and them. He was flexing, and Arsenal allowed it. No, so comfortable. Like we didn't even put up a fight, and that was what sent me on a rage in after that game. Yeah, that's what set me in a rage. We did not even try. All these players were just running through our defense, ramming through a defense. Doku was having a field day. Bernardo Silva ran us ragged. There was no in-game management, no in-game tactics. Our attack was moribund. Our defense was all over the place. Our midfield was that rubbish. I mean, see, people, yeah. Every single metric to which we have measured Arsenal's movement this season, yeah, we failed in everything in that game against City. Everything. I'm talking of the defense, midfield, every goddamn thing. We messed it up. We completely messed it up, people. We got beaten and outdone by Southampton. That did it. Their players never even had names on the back of the shirts. That should tell you. That should tell you how bad that was, bro. That team didn't even have the names of the players at the back, while our own expensive flops absolutely dished out a shameful and disgraceful performance for the Arsenal faithfuls to consume on the day. When you get to the quarterfinals of a cup game and you're a big team, you sure got them after act like one. You have to act like one. You have to act like one. And the truth is that Arsenal never showed any kind of urgency. We never acted like a big team. And we allowed the smaller team bully us. We allowed them bully us. And let's just hope that this night, which will take me to my next topic, let's just hope that this night that Arsenal don't make it 3 losses in 3 consecutive games in the space of 5 weeks, people. This spot in Lisbon scare today, and there's reasons to that. It's not that we're playing beautiful football. It's not like we're playing, but it is in the scenario where strict crosses coming from that left back position. Of course, he runs from the left back and encroaches, towards the attack, and sends lots of dangerous crosses. Nuno is a very, very dangerous man in that spot in Lisbon team. Very dangerous guy, and I mean, it's not like I'm saying that that they're still not. I mean, that spot in Lisbon isn't still a threat. They are a big threat, even with all these players out. Yeah, but with Nuno out, defensively, it's a big problem for them. Yeah, their forward Fortis Ianodis will be out of the game today. Yeah. Nem says, "Pack the bus football is not winning trophies. Yeah, I mean, it's good. But again, as Arsenal been packing the bus, we're not packing the bus though. We're not packing the bus, but we're not just bro. We're not just playing with fluidity. This is the thing. We're not playing with fluidity, and we knew, most Arsenal fans, yeah, knew that it will come back to haunt us. The way we were winning games, we weren't winning these games comfortably. We weren't winning it convincingly. You need to win these games with authority. You need to win it convincingly. You need to put fear into the next team that's coming to play against you. But the thing there is that all these teams that Arsenal have been facing, we've been winning these teams not in a convincing manner, not in a convincing fashion. So when these other teams are coming up against us, they sense the fear. They sense the weaknesses that we possess. And that's why teams that are dogged enough to strangle us, to restrict our airflow, they know how to get us. They know how to win against us. Yeah. I mean, see people. Even if we got into a position where we would even play a team like Liverpool, maybe in the FA Cup semi-finals, we would get bitten by Liverpool because they know how to beat us. This Arsenal team, yeah, it's not a fearful team. The fear factor is not in the team. The fear factor is not in this team. And that's why this team sense these weaknesses and are ready to go up against us. No fear factor whatsoever. And a team with no fear factor is doomed to fail, definitely. Because this team, they don't fear us. They don't fear our attacks. No. But again, going into this game against Sporting Lisbon this night, I'm not expecting much. There's no flexing of muscles in this one. This is pain. This might be one of the most boring games we might see in the Champions League, because Arsenal have been boring up the place all through the season, and it's painful. But Fortis, Ioannidis, won't be playing today for Sporting Lisbon, and that's one player off Sporting Lisbon this night that would give Arsenal some certain form of reprieve, because Fortis he's a decent striker, isn't it? And yeah, but in place of Fortis, yeah, they have Luis Suarez, and that evokes it evokes the name of former Liverpool striker Luis Suarez. Great guy. I mean, Nems. I mean, you're a legend. Yeah, this guy in Sporting Lisbon has got his name. Yeah, and Luis Suarez is a dangerous forward player. He's a dangerous guy. Yeah, he's a dangerous guy, and Arsenal will have to deal with him. Arsenal will have to deal with him. Another Sporting Lisbon player that I'm missing today is Luis Guilherme. Luis Guilherme will be missing today. Former West Ham player. He'll be missing today. But Yoto should be coming back. I mean, it's pushing for a starting berth today up front, but I think Luis Suarez is going to start that matchup today. So yeah, but Yoto was seen in training, so I think it's back, but I know this one we're playing today, so that's for it. So that's a big gain for the Arsenal tonight as they go there. It is what it is. But again, Luis Suarez, dangerous Colombian striker. You know, I mean, do I trust our defense to actually hold him off? People, our defense can barely defend against Southampton. I mean, you can barely opine or objectively think that we can get hurt today against its folks at Sporting Lisbon. It's a dangerous team, very dangerous. And Suarez has scored 24 goals in 25 games this season for Sporting Lisbon. It's a dangerous player, very dangerous player. In no way should we relegate him. In no way should we look down at Luis Suarez today. We should be all over the place looking at malhandling Luis Suarez today. 24 goals in 25 games today for Sporting CP all season long, people. He's a dangerous man. He's a dangerous man. So Arsenal, would you actually do some defending today? Or are you going to bottle it yet again today? Are you going to bottle it yet again today? Is that what we're going to do? And people, I don't know how to say this yet, but Arsenal needs to stop the rot today. Hey, gonna say, big ups, and it says, good afternoon, Bowni, and good afternoon, Tony, big up. Bowni, my brother, Bowni, how you doing, my G? Yeah, my nigga, how you doing? Yeah, my G. When he says Bowni, that's my Yoruba brother. That's my brother. That's my G. How you doing, gonna say? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. I'm gonna say, I took Badimi, yeah? I took a break. And I couldn't just bear the loss in that Carabao Cup final, bro. We shouldn't be losing in that final. We had no business losing that final. But Mikel Arteta struck again. He struck again. Bad in-game management, bad in-game tactics. The master failed he failed the apprentice with one swoop. Yeah? With one swoop. And again, Pep Guardiola didn't have to even struggle. See, people, the more I talk about it, the more the therapy I had just goes out the window. I'm really hurt in the way we had no fight. We didn't even fight. In that Carabao Cup final. No fight. No medal. Outright just bottled it. Outrightly. And people, I still feel that pain. Deep down, I feel the pain. It hurts me. Deep down, the pain is there. Yeah? We need a different mentality today playing against Sporting TP. A very different mentality. we have to be playing with them. Different mentality today. Different mentality today, people. Different mentality. Because I think our mentality is weak. And it all stems from the manager. What is he telling them? How do you go from dropping and losing outrageously in a cup final, and then in the next cup competition that you have, you get dragged and sunken into a skirmish with non-league side Southampton, and you still went off? Even if you got an equalizing goal, but you still went off. Warnings need to be dropped. It's painful. It's shocking. And it's completely unacceptable. So I'm sorry, people. Yeah, the manager has to go. The manager needs to go. The manager needs to go. There is no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this. And it even, see, people, yeah, even if Arteta wins the Premier League, see, people, even if he wins the Premier League, and it's the only trophy he wins this season, people, he's still got to go. See, people, yeah, this is the first manager. Let's get this correctly, yeah, people. This is the first manager that most Premier League fan bases, yeah, would say, even if he wins the Premier League, it doesn't earn him the right to stay for another season. Arteta will be the first manager that will win top flight football in England and has no justifiable reason to still help that team defend that title the next season. Arteta will be the first guy because, check it. Every other team that has won the title in the space of 10, 15 years have to stay back, and rightfully so. Klopp won the league title. Every Liverpool fan would say, you know what, yeah, I think we should give him more seasons to stay. Yeah? Pep Guardiola, of course, a legend. He would stay if he wins it. Or when he won it. And Slot won the title last season. And you cannot say that, hey, Slot shouldn't have stayed for one more season. Because he gave a very, very good account of himself in his first season. And again, it doesn't matter whether you use Klopp's team or you use anyone's team. That's not the question right now. The question is that he won the title. He deserved another shot at it. And even if he's failed, that's his cup of tea. But for Arteta, even if he wins this title, people, that's how bad it is. Even if Arteta wins this title, it's a no-brainer to allow him continue. See, man has eaten out of the forbidden fruit. Mikel Arteta has eaten out of the forbidden fruit. I'm sorry. You shouldn't, see, you know what, yeah, you shouldn't get bundled out by a team like Southampton and you're a big team. Nah, it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. Come on, what are we doing? It shouldn't be happening, bro, at all. So we're at that point where we got screwed, per se. We got screwed. We got screwed by Ateta and his minions. And this is where we are. Lamenting, crying, needing therapy. You know, the windows have been shattered, the wheels have fallen off. And you know one thing about Arsenal, yeah? When we lose games, we just keep on losing. There's no handbrake. We just keep on losing, people. Will today be a loss? I don't think so. Because Sporting Lisbon, they've lost some players to injuries, that I feel that are very, very important to the game. Nuno missing today. Guilherme will be missing today. Fortis will be missing today. He's also a big option down there up front. He'll be missing today. Yoto, I mean, he was in training, but he's pushing for a starting berth. But I think it's going to be Luis Suarez that's going to be leading the line. But Nuno is already out of the game for today, and that means that Luis Suarez is going to be taking its place. Definitely. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We are at that point where we are at the mercy of these players and Mikel Arteta, not to totally destroy the season, not to totally leave us empty-handed this season. Because see, people, yeah, we need to pick up that Premier League title. If Arteta, please just pick up the Premier League title. Just do it. Just do it and leave honorably by the end of the season. Just leave honorably at the end of the season. I said it won't take you anything. Just leave at the end of the season. It won't take you anything. Just win and leave. Go with your head held high. Yeah, where the ovation is high after winning the Premier League. Just leave. Because you've proven that you can't cut it in this league, bro. This league is way, 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 way ahead of you, bro. And again, I don't know why people keep attaching this kind of importance to Mikel Arteta's tactics. I mean, they keep referring to him as a tactician. Bro, what are you tacticking, bro? You're a fraud. A big one. Southampton exposed you. Pep Guardiola exposed you. I pray we don't get exposed tonight. I pray we don't get exposed tonight. Yeah? I just pray we don't get exposed tonight, people. I just pray so. Because it's going to be disastrous if that happens. As in, very, very disastrous. Ullman, who used to be in that spot in Lisbon midfield, won't be playing today. He's injured. And that could leave a gaping hole in that midfield. He's the one that glues that defense and that midfield together for Sporting Lisbon. He's a big, 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 big miss for them today. So Arsenal have a slight chance. Big up to Gunnarse. Gunnarse says it's like Nottingham Forest all over it. Exactly, bro. Bro, this is the bro. See, yeah, you know what? Yeah, if we end up not winning a title, I think our season is worse off yeah, or at par with Tottenham this season, bro. Because how do you get to the heights you've gotten this season and you can't win a trophy? You can't literally win the Carabao Cup from the position of getting to the finals. You had a chance to push your team and push yourself to the finals of the FA Cup, and yet you bottled it. You bottled it to Southampton. People do the math. The season is over. The season is over. Yeah. And if we don't win against Bournemouth this weekend, oh my God. People, if we don't win this weekend against Bournemouth, just kiss it goodbye. I mean, just give it up. I mean, just kiss it goodbye. There is no way in the heavens that if we lose against Bournemouth, that we will have the momentum to actually keep going. Because if you look at the City side here, Haaland has started scoring goals. And that's scary. People, that's scary. Because one of the factors here that made me say that City is struggling and they might not win the title is because Haaland started struggling mid-season. He started struggling. And he struggled up to a point that Pep Guardiola has played into form again. Man now has a new lease of life and he's now scoring goals. He's forced the situation. And he's gotten his deadly weapon to start scoring goals. And that alone is an indictment on Mikel Arteta. Where is the motivation that you've given to players like Martinelli? Where is the motivation? Where is the urgency that you've given to these players? What have you given to them? Hey, Dr. Seymour! Dr. Seymour is here. He says, Tony's back. Better than ever. Big up to Dr. Seymour, CPP. Yeah, I have a show with my brother, Dr. Seymour, and hopefully he would oblige a lot to get off his chest. Dr. Seymour, I know there's a lot to get off your chest. Ooh, Oregon Gooner. The troops are back. The troops are back. Oregon Gooner gives the channel 5 new memberships and people. My guy Oregon Gooner is here with me. I mean, come on, people. People, I'm back. I'm back, people. I'm back. That is absolute legend. Exactly. Says Dr. You know, mostly Dr. Seymour. But I'm very happy that me and Oregon Gooner will be back. Probably this week. So because I just started doing shows after my brain went berserk. So I needed therapy, people. So it's crazy that my brother Oregon Gunnar didn't check up on me. Oregon Gunnar is my big. I mean, it's not just a fellow content creator. It's my friend. So I wonder why he didn't check up on me, but it's all good. But it'd be nice to have Oregon Gunnar back for our show, our legendary show now, and it'd be nice to have Dr. Seymour. But on our show, I would be attempting to apologize to Dr. Seymour because I shut him down when he was throwing those warning signs, and I just said no, and You know, I need to say I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, same. I mean, it's hard for me to say. I put my hands up. Yeah, I apologize to you, my G. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to, go this way. And yes, you told me so. Yeah. So I'll I, I'll be the big guy here and just say that this guy told me. Oregon gonna was Oregon gonna didn't he didn't buy into the treble stuff. He needs his own gimmicks. He didn't buy into the treble stuff. I mean, let's get it sincerely. Oregon gonna didn't buy into that bullshit. He didn't buy into it. Dr. Simozone was a no-no. You know, it was a no-no. And at this point, you need to believe these guys because I mean, look at the track record. It's a track record of failure. It's a track record of pain, disillusionment. Yeah, a track record of pain, disillusionment. Yeah. So Arteta has failed. He's failed this football club. He's failed us. The players have failed us too. We had depth. People, we had depth. We had depth, people. There's no excuses. No one can be talking about injuries, bro. We had depth. We had depth. No one, absolutely no one can be murmuring about saying kind of injuries, bro. So at the end of the day, I'm sorry, Oregon Gunner, but most of all, I'm sorry to you, Dr. Saber, because I remember that shot you down lots of times. You know, when you kept saying that this team are not winning. Again, I don't still think that the season is totally over, but for the cup games, just it's a write off. Yeah, I still think we're still in the hunt of the Premier League, but again, I'm not 100% sure now. So now there's a difference now. I'm not 100% sure now because if we're losing to teams like Southampton, oh, see, people, yeah, let's just assume, yeah, that Southampton was a Premier League game. Let's just assume that City was a Premier League game. Two games lost just like that. That's 6 points off the 9 points that we had or that we have, bro. Let's just assume that it is the Premier League. Let's just assume it's the Premier League. We've lost like about 6 points already, and we'll be left with 3 points by now. If those games are Premier League games, that's how bad it is, and that's why this Premier League is still on a very slippery slope right now. Very slippery one. Big up to Gunarican. Just Tony, bro. We're getting cooked. Oh my days, bro. Gunarican. Oh my days. Shout out to Gunarican. Absolute real one. People, I have a new show, the Caribbean Waffle with Gunarican. Hopefully, maybe next week we should reconvene and do something. That's if Gunarican got people. Gunarican, busy guy. He's a busy guy. Yeah. So, but again, let's see if we can do something next week. But Gunarican, absolutely. I mean, I like the guy. Yeah. I mean, there's some certain kind of content creators that just come into the scene and then they speak facts. They talk. They know their football. They know the stuff. But again, Arsenal have a way of breaking our hearts. Just when Gunarican started believing. I mean, I'm not saying he believed, yeah, totally. But just when he decided to just, want to believe in the team, that is when Arteta and his band of idiots, his band of minions, yeah, decided to bottle it. These are absolute clowns, people. Arteta. Oh my days. And you know what, yeah, people, I will say this again. I will say this again. Arteta would Arteta would be the first manager that might win the Premiership. Listen, people, yeah, and not have the God-given right, yeah, to keep his job or to defend that title the next season, bro. Every other manager that has won this title in the last 20 years, yeah, has the God-given right to defend the title. Arteta has no right, people, to defend this title, bro. Absolute garbage. Are you talking of in-game management? Are you talking of, bro, the injuries? Are you talking of in-game tactics? Completely bereft of all ideas. We got ripped apart by a Southampton team that had no name tags at the back of their shirt. Bro, that's how degrading it was. That's how degrading it was, people. So just assume that these two games that Arsenal have bottled in the space of 3 weeks, yeah, it's about 3-4 weeks now, yeah, that we've bottled all of a sudden, yeah. Just imagine that these games were Premier League games. That's 6 points off the table, and that's why, people, that is why we can't be too confident, or we can't be confident about the Premier League either. We can't say it with chest that we've won the Premier League. We can't say it. Match play, we've not done it. Tactically, with this manager, we haven't done it. And I think there's a big doubt. I really think there's a big doubt. Because, see, people, I was off this YouTube space. I only came on one day to only check out BBK Sport. Only one day. Yeah. But I've been, yesterday I just tried to catch up on some shows, went to Gunnar, checked out Dow's American Idiots performances, saw Dr. Samer and BBK Sport and some other real ones out there. I watched some of their shows. I also watched some of this Top Gooners, and it's crazy what the Top Gooners think, bro. These guys are actually still saying that it's good we got out of this cup games because we have a bigger fish to fry with. See, people, having a bigger fish to fry is not even really the problem. But for you to just really think that getting out of the cup games is good, that in itself is an indictment to you as a fan. Hey, Rashid, big ups, Rashid, my guy. See, Rashid, hey, listen. See, Rashid, I know you're here to laugh at me or whatever, but again, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, Rashid, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I just made my comeback today, Rashid. After that game in the Carabao Cup, I just ran paranoid, and I was in a very dark place, and I guess I needed therapy, and now I'm back. I just need time to just go and recalibrate and get my mentals okay, because it shattered me, bro, Rashid, bro. It shattered me, bro. I was in pain. My mentals was bad, and I'm usually this kind of guy that, on my channel, I don't even curse on my channel, So, I just wanted to smash stuff. I just wanted to, I was really in pain. I was disillusioned. Yeah. So, if it is my fellow, literally, literary critic like Dr. Seymour when he starts quoting the myth of Sisyphus. I met my Waterloo in that game against Man City in the Carabao Cup, and the denouement of the plot became more, more, more illuminated, and there was lots of foreshadowing, you know. Someone like Dr. Seymour would understand this when I'm talking of foreshadowing, mostly in plots. Yeah, there was foreshadowing because our performances in the league and in all these other competitions, where we were winning these games with no conviction, with no character, no spirit. Yeah, that alone, as he ain't liquid enough. Exactly, Benito. There goes the trophy. Oh my days. There goes the trophy, people. There goes the trophy. There goes the trophy. Big up to you, Rashid. Rashid, I miss you, bro. I miss you, my G. I miss you, Rashid. People, yeah. Go subscribe to Rashid, yeah. Rashid, I mean, great things. Absolute legend in this game, bro. Rashid, and I respect him a lot, a whole lot, bro. I've been on his channel many times. He gives me good reception on his channel, and God bless you, bro. God bless you, Rashid, man. You're one of those guys that have really showed me love in this space, and I really really appreciate it. Yeah, people. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. No, no, no. I'm sorry. My PC just went off, so I had to replug it again. So people are back. So see, yeah, people, yeah. But I mean, it's so painful. It's so painful where we are. It's so painful where we are right now. And do you really think that we can win the title, people? Because no one, absolutely no one, can say with chest right now that we're gonna win the league. No one, people. Because when you see us go out against Southampton, when you see us go out against Manchester City, there's no even assurances that we go uptown, yeah, to the Etihad and find any joys there. We might literally be pounded up there at the Etihad, bro. We see, people, we might be absolutely pounded. They might pound us real bad, people, real bad when we go to the Etihad. So I'm sorry, man. No one right now can actually say with any form of chest or any form of confidence whatsoever that we're winning this league. And people, Haaland is hitting form at a very horrible time when Arsenal's attack is so poor. Semenya started scoring again. Yeah. Their defense is meant to be weak. Their defense is meant to be weak. But yet they look stronger. Look at what they did to Liverpool. They malhandled Liverpool. And again, see, people, yeah, I don't even really think that we can, bro. I don't think we beat Liverpool, bro. I I don't think we beat Liverpool. But just look at what they did to Liverpool, people. Look at what they did to Liverpool. They beat them up, bro. So just at the tail end of the season, where you're thinking like, oh, City did this wounded lion, and then Arsenal go down there at the Carabao Cup final and give life to these people. And right now they've run with it. And that's the thing with bigger teams. Bigger teams sense weaknesses. When they see that weakness, they just run with it. They will hurt you with it. They will hurt you with it. They'll hurt you, literally hurt you with those weaknesses. If I should indulge Dr. Seymour, who is a literary critic too, when we're talking about the hubris. City have found our hubris. The hubris is there. They found our hubris. And our hubris is just dangling. Oh, it's dangling. It's we're in a pitiable state right now, and there's no assurances that we're going to win this league. But we can start from somewhere. Today, Mikel Arteta said that, he said that Arsenal is going to address it. That this team is capable of stuff. Big up to Jordan Heyman. Jordan Heyman, Liverpool fan. How you doing, my bro? Hey, see, Jordan Heyman, listen, Jay, yeah, you were smacked up by Manchester City, bro. Smacked up, yeah, by Man City. How do you allow Man City violate you like that, bro? I know we got violated, but I mean, in that fashion, in that manner, 4-0. Eros the boss. Eros is the boss. Eros the boss. He says, I'm still giddy, Tony. No. You don't have to be giddy, my bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, Ebot. See, Eros, don't do that, my guy. Don't do that, bro. There ain't no giddy down here, bro. It's only scary stories and horror movies, bro. Yeah, that's what we're doing here right now, bro. Horror movies. No dreams, no giddies, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Just pure horror movies. Yeah, and again, see, people like Dr. Seymour have been saying it, and even E. Ross. People, yeah, let's be frank. People like E. Ross has been, steady fast in what he's been saying. These guys, their opinions has been very clear from the onset, about the season. They didn't waver. And I truly respect that. I truly respect that. Yeah. I truly respect that. Yeah. They didn't waver. They knew this manager is a fraud. I know the manager is a fraud, but I was putting my whole trust, yeah, in the players. I felt we had depth, but this manager somehow has destroyed that depth. He's destroyed the confidence in the players. He has malhandled, he's manhandled everything. The technical abilities, the mentality, everything. He's manhandled everything. Yeah? Players like Eze, who was raising off the roof in Crystal Palace, absolutely destroyed him. Very hard for Eze to get assist. Very hard to score goals. Forget the goals he was scoring at the tail end of before he went out on injury or before the international break. Man has had a rough season, bro. It's all due to Mikel Arteta. Even Eze struggled, bro. Odegaard. Look, no improvement. A useless captain, bro. This signs should tell us where we are. Like, if Martin Odegaard is the captain, yeah, and you look at the kind of season he's had, yeah, that should tell any rightly thinking human being. That should set the pace. That should tell us, like, hey, that this is how our season is going to look like. Because the leader of your team, their antics, their strength, their mental presence, their physicality, but mostly their mentality can enable you to decipher if you're going to get anything at all. If you're going to put up a fight in a season at all, your captain is your captain foreshadows this. He foreshadows these things. And I'm sorry, Odegaard is a fraud. It's a sham. It's a fake. Odegaard is fake. And he needs to leave the football club as soon as possible because he's a big fraud. Shocking. Shocking. When we have leaders in the team, I'm talking of natural leaders. Era says, my brother Tony, every time. Yeah, exactly, man. Big ups. And again, I apologize to Eros the boss too. Stop moving some type of way. I said Eros the boss. You could be the I thought that, the trouble was down there for the taking, but people we will be very lucky. Shocking scenario. Where we are right now, we are not even sure whatsoever in any way that we can even win this title, bro. Because I'm looking at it now that Man City, with what they're doing, yeah, they can go on a run right now. Because Arsenal have given them that outlet. We've shown that we're clowns. We're not ready to win. We've shown them that we're not ready. The moment we dropped the ball and bottled it in that final, we showed them that we're not ready to win. We've showed them our hubris. We've showed them that we're not ready. We've shown them that we're jesters, we're clowns. We're not ready to win. Nothing. We are not ready. We showed them. And that is what he's going to run with right now. They're going to run with it. And you know what? Yeah, this City team now, they can now go on a run. I believe it. I believe it. That they can go on a run now. They just need it. See, people, yeah, in every season, yeah, you just need to get to a pivotal point, yeah, where you could just snap and just go AWire. Where you could just snap. And the snapping point this season is when Arsenal bottled it in that Carabao Cup final to Man City. Now they would just go on a run. That's what they're thinking of doing right now. Is just to go on a run, on an 8-game run, knowing that if they go on an 8-game run, they know that they can, bro. If these players cannot even muster the effort to even run against Man City in a neutral Carabao Cup final, what gives us the hope that we can that this manager and his band of minions can actually ignite these players, motivate them mentally to even go up there to the Etihad and not get completely blown out the atmosphere in that game at the Etihad? See, people, at this point, I think if City meet us at the Etihad, I think they do us dirty, bro. I think that, see, people, yeah, I'm not usually this person, but I think they do us dirty at the Etihad, bro. Because if you can't motivate the team to get up, bro, if you can't motivate the team to get up, see, people, yeah, it's just like you, yeah, meeting one of the finest girls, yeah, that you've ever dreamt of, yeah. You scored that goal, you scored a date, and she finally says, you know what, yeah, gonna give you a chance. No problem. Just be on your A game. Yeah. And then you invite her to your house, for the stuff. And then you don't prepare. No bulge, nothing. It's not working. Yeah? I mean, when you get to that point where you've gotten to the crescendo of what you really desire, I mean, you're with her. There's no excuses. Go get some Shilajit. Go get some blue pills. Get it working. How about that? How about that, bro? No excuses. Same goes for Arsenal. No excuses. When you get to that final, bro, when was the last time we went to a final? 2020. Yeah, we won. I mean, 2020 was for the FA Cup, bro, that we won. Yeah? And you've not got into that position in the past 5 years. And you scored it. You got to the final, and then you went there to flop. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're not doing this. Come on, man. We're not doing this, bro. Arsenal, oh my God. I mean, we messed up. We need a miracle today, people. We need a miracle. Eros the boss is here. Dr. Samuel is here. Yeah, to serve. We got latex, KY jelly on deck. When he goes sit up tonight, I'm thinking we get pan 3-1. Oh my God. Eros the boss says, pick up my brother, the duck every time. Gonna be one hell of a night tonight. Oh my God. See, people, we might get grilled tonight, people. Oh my God. People, it could go sideways. Big up to Paul Forwell Blue Nose. He says, big up Tony. Hope you're doing well. Hey, big ups Paul Forwell, man. Paul Forwell, I was down in the deep. I was in a dark place for like about almost, I think since last month. I was thoroughly in a dark place, covered by darkness. It was pain. It was disillusionment. It was depression. It was pain. I felt lost, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, and it's great. It's crazy what this. It's crazy what these games, do to people who follow it stringently. Yeah, I'm an ardent Arsenal fan. Yeah? I grew up loving this football club. This club is part of my own DNA because I grew up loving this football club, and it just hurts me to just see that we get to a point this football club just toil with the hearts of the fans and the fan base, and they just wet our minds. They wet it up. Yeah, they push our appetizers, to the max, to the 100% max, and then when it's time to deliver, they just leave us out there to dry, in paint, completely banged up. Yeah. So it hurts, especially mostly when you're not in this thing to make money, when you're in this thing to actually just do what you like in terms of talk about the football club that is close to you, that you love. You're doing it purely for the love. If anything comes in, good, but you're doing it purely for the love. And then instead of Arsenal to go do the right thing in smacking up these teams, we're out here just making a fool of ourselves, people. Let's see what happens tonight. Paul Forward says that I'm going 1-2 Arsenal for tonight's match. Paul. Paul, I hear that. I hear that, but I mean, at this point, there's no confidence in it. At this point, we can't open our mouths and say, I'm confident of winning in it. You can't be confident. You can't be giddy at this time. You know, and at this point in time, you just need to wait till the end. I think that's just the best way. Just wait till the end and see if we can be able to just steal the Premier League. That's just the only thing. And even at that, you can't be too confident, because this City team, I'm sure, they smack up Arsenal. They do what's dirty away from home. I'm sure about it right now. There is no how we're going to get fired up to the extent that we get points at the Etihad. I don't think so. It's not happening. And definitely we're not winning at the Etihad. That's for sure. Not with this mentality. Look at Timber. Timber is injured, bruv. Because this manager keeps on using it. And now the manager is completely bereft of any ideas, because Jurrien Timber is injured. That's the best right back in the league. You've used him up. Used him up. Screwed with his fitness levels. Look at Bukayo Saka. He can't even get assists no more. You know why? Because this manager has screwed with him. Completely made Saka useless. Saka can't score goals. Saka can't make assists. Saka can't shoot no more. It's just absolutely useless. We have a captain absolutely useless. Martinelli, should we even start talking about that issue again? You know, so it is what it is. But again, let's hope that things change. There's a caveat there for today. Trossard, who hasn't been in, Trossard, who has been missing in these games, mostly in the internationals, is back for this game. So I think that's a positive for Arsenal today. So it would be good to have the trickery of Trossard today. To be very, very necessary that we have someone who can engineer something, who has some certain form of end product to his game than Martinelli. Look at Martinelli. No end product at all. Running like a headless chicken. No end product, bruv. So see, people, it's immense that Trossard is making it way back the team tonight. It's immense. Because people like Martinelli, they've messed us up. And people are talking about selling Martinelli. I mean, surely no one is defending Martinelli now, innit? Surely no one should be defending him right now. He needs to go. Because even for depth, I hear you when you say, we can't sell them all like that. In other words, if we bring maybe a Kvaratskhelia now, and he plays through the left hand wing now, yeah? And Martinelli, we say, okay, good, we keep Martinelli, yeah, in the team. Do you think he pushes Kvaratskhelia? No, he doesn't, bro. He won't push him. If you're talking of an option, okay. But a viable option, no. Because he's not going to push him at all. We've seen the end of the story. This is the end of the story. People, we've come full circle. It is the end of the tunnel. for some of these players in this team. So that's why people like Martinelli need to go. I'm sorry. It could be painful. I'm sorry. We could be losing we could be losing an icon over the years we've had at the football club. But I'm sorry, bro. If this icons if this icons legacy would be mediocrity and pain dished out to the fan base, then I'm sorry. Pack your bags and leave. People like Martinelli, we should start having that conversation. I think those conversations should start. Odegaard is already a given. We're not even talking about that one. He needs to leave at the end of the season. That's for sure. But the usual suspects that people try to baby their arms around them, like Martinelli, people like Benjamin White. I'm sorry. There's no babying again. They need to go. They need to go. Because Benjamin White have showed that he can't even be a push for Timber. If Timber comes back from injury, he walks straight into the team. People, can't you see it? He walks straight into that team. So even for squad depth, we don't even need Benjamin White. He should be out of the football club. So at the end of the season, I want to start seeing fire sales. In fact, right now, we should be throwing out the people. We should be throwing these players under the bus. How about that? Because these players have thrown us under the bus already. We're the fans have been thrown under the bus already. We've been messed up. We've been disgraced by these players. So why can't we start throwing them under the bus to push this football club? To sanction the sales. White needs to go. Martinelli needs to go. Odegaard is a given. He needs to go. That's for sure. That is for sure. And again, people, we are not ready to start having that Bukayo Saka conversation. And I understand that. Yeah. And even me, I wouldn't say, we should just sell off Bukayo Saka. But the manager needs to go. Because the manager has to take a big chunk. He has to take a big chunk of the problems now. Because Saka not working is down to this manager. When he was injured, he pushed him. He pushed him back. He always wanted to use him. And right now, look at Saka. No assist, can't score goals, and we're left in this dark place where the guy that's supposed to bail us out in Bukayo Saka, every other season, he has always been the one trying to bail us out. Now man can't even kick the ball no more. That is how sad. See, people, this is the sad place that we're already in. Big up to Elliot, real one. Elliot Jr., real one. Big up to Elliot Jr., bro. Yeah? People like this guy, they need to go. They need to go. Ben White, he needs to go. Because see, people, if Timber comes back from injury this weekend, he takes that spot from Ben White. There's no question. And that's not what I want. I want my backup players or my squad depth. I want it to be impossible for our marquee players in our first team to just come in and gazump that space while they've been injured. Now, so it's either we sell all these mediocre players. Let's sell them off. Let's do a giveaway prizes. Sell them off. It's of no use. What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose in selling off these pranksters, these clowns we have People like Martinelli, people, oh, Kepa, oh, Elliot, oh my God, oh no, oh, praise you, Jesus. Oh, Elliot, see, people, I take shots. Bro, Elliot, this shot's good for you, bro. Kepa, oh my days. Yeah, this is for Elliot, bro. Elliot is real one. Big up to Footy Chat. Footy Chat, absolute real one there too. Eros the boss is still here. See, people, yeah, this should tell you how mental, how crazy Mikel Arteta is. That man, see, Arteta, I'm tired of talking about you. You're a nightmare. You're a nightmare. You're a nightmare. And because I'm Christian, I have no hate in my heart. You know, I'm not gonna be the. I know people that hate you. I'm not gonna, because I'm Christian, I'm not gonna, throw hate at you. But please just leave my football club, bro. Leave this football club. Enough. It's enough, bro. Haven't you caused enough harm? Haven't you caused enough damage to this football club, bro? Arteta, please, at the end of the season, just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Just resign. Resign. Just go. Just go away. Do the right thing and just leave the football club. Just leave, bro. Because how can we continue like this? We can't continue like this, bro. And see, we're in a Champions League game tonight, yeah? But instead, the things we're being reminded of is the PTSD of the games that was thrown away in the space of this week. No one is actually, to be frank, no one is actually thinking of this game tonight, because people know that there's a big chance of us absolutely being done dirty tonight at Lisbon. So no one cares. No one even cares about the Champions League, because if we cannot beat Southampton, a non-league side, in the FA Cup with our so-called depth, why are we talking about the Champions League? People, Kepa. I was telling many content creators that, we're having a sit down talk, and I was telling content creators, yeah, in finals, seasoned managers bring in or call on the club's number one goalkeeper to come in the finals of cup games. What is different with Mikel Arteta? Why did he use Kepa in that Carabao Cup? And as if that's not enough, Arteta decides to insult Arsenal fans yet again by pouring salt on our wounds again, by bringing that clown into the FA Cup quarterfinals yet again to slap us again, to further slap us, to further like, hey, I don't care, I'm gonna make your sufferings more. This is what he did again. He did it again in the FA Cup again. So this manager is not just a failure. This manager is not just someone who is completely inept, completely oblivious, completely, having outlandish tactics. That's the word. Very outlandish kind of structure, outlandish kind of tactical play, no tactical nuance whatsoever, completely out of. I mean, see, I don't know how to classify Mikel Arteta, people. Yeah, he's a clown, people. Arteta is a clown. He's a complete jester. He's a clown. After that performance from Kepa, and thank God that Elliot brought this up. After that performance, that horrible, that questionable performance from Kepa in that Carabao Cup final, this man, Arteta, this complete idiot, decides to slap the fans and disrespect the fans yet again by bringing in Kepa in that quarterfinals of the FA Cup, the only domestic cup game remaining in the Premiership. After Kepa scuffled and bottled the other one. And then you brought the same idiot. Arteta literally thinks that he is God. And he's no God. Arteta is no God. But instead, he decides to slap us on the face. Because, see, people, yeah, this blows and this punches, yeah, this paint that's been dished out to Arsenal fans, yeah, it's on purpose. And clearly, people, yeah, that's what Arteta has come to do. He doesn't care. He doesn't give he doesn't give a flip about what we're feeling. And even after that game in the FA Cup, I heard that fans, Arsenal fans, were giving Arteta papers and paraphernalia to sign off on, and they were chanting to him, "We go again." Oh my goodness, bro! I hate this fan base. I don't like this fan base. Our fan base is filled with lots of scorpions, and snakes, you know, and venomous personalities, evil. They like seeing others in pain. Make this make sense. People. Wait. I want to look at this holistically. Yeah. Wait. The fan base all saw how we acrimoniously went out of the Carabao Cup, how we were disgraced. As if that people, I had a mental breakdown after the Carabao Cup. That's why I've not done shows, people. And I've gone for therapy and then I'm back. And then, a couple of days ago, we lose the FA Cup to non-league side Southampton. As if that is not enough. Outside on the same day, you go out in the FA Cup, one of the, in fact, if not the most prestigious cup competition in the whole wide world. Yeah? Because the FA Cup is the oldest cup game in the world. People, no caps. Go do your findings. Go do your checks. Big up to Red RD. Rory, big up. See, Rory was one of the guys that checked up on me, you know, because after that Carabao Cup, I went on a, you know, I had mentals, bro, because I wasn't doing all right. I was in a dark place, disillusion. I was in pain. My mentals were off, totally off. I became abusive. And anyone I would do streams to, I'm just going to abuse anyone. Because that's the truth. I was seriously in pain. So when I see all these Arsenal fans, I mean, still doing content, and I'm like, are these guys not paying that? Do these guys feel what I'm feeling, bro? I feel hurt, bro. I feel jacked, bro. Bro. I'm in pain, literally in pain. And then you're seeing Arsenal fans at the end of that Ulster in the FA Cup, that disgraceful Ulster against non-league side Southampton, and they're there asking for the autograph of Mikel Arteta, telling him we go again. Oh my God, bro! I dislike this. I dislike this. I dislike this fan base. This fan base is filled with snakes, scorpions, and evil fans. These are wicked fans. Wicked. They don't care about the feelings of other people. Because how do you feel good? How do you feel good? You wanted bro, you wanted a striker, they gave you a striker. You couldn't even still use Gyökeres to the best of his abilities. That's what Rory has been saying. Shout out to Rory, people. And big up Charis. This is shocking, bruv. This is horrible. This is horrible. See, people, no one understands this. I don't understand this. How can we lose an FA Cup game and the manager comes outside and the fan base is giving him autographs to sign and telling the manager, we go again? What are you going again? What are you going again? In what way? What are you going again for? In what? In the Carabao Cup that you've lost? In the FA Cup you've been bundled up off? What are you going again? What are you going again? See, people, yeah, this is pains, bro. This is pains. We go again. How do we go again? After spending so much money, Mikel Arteta would spend over £1 billion, bruv, in refurbishing this team. And all that this fans would say after we get out of the FA Cup is we go again. Nah. Come on, man. No. There has to be people. Yeah. I think I've come up with the sum of the whole thing. This has to be rooted in money. It has to be rooted in business, because no true fan will go through this pain, yeah, and want this manager to go on. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let me go because I have a Champions League game with Rory and my friend Josh Truegood this night. So please join me for the Champions League game on my channel, people. Big up Elliot and Footy Chat. Yeah, that's Eros the boss. And Dr. Seymour said, said it before with Tony. I'm only keeping Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and Carpe, Mosquera, Rice, MLS, Eaton, Eze, Doman, Gyok. Rest can all get sold. Manager too. And the owners. See, people, yeah. Do you know what Waneri is thinking right now? Waneri would, man would just be laughing at us, bro. He would be in Marseille just absolutely taking the piss at us. This manager needed attacking reinforcement because he couldn't get goals. You can't get anything. You can't get Gyökeres working. You can't get Martinelli working at all in any perspective. Are you talking of assist? Are you talking of scoring goals? Nothing. Completely useless. Absolutely useless. And then you go and send Waneri, a promising attacker, to Marseille. To do what? To do what in Marseille? To do what? People, enough is enough. Footy chat, yeah? I mean, come on, man. Enough has to be enough, innit? Yeah? I mean, enough has to be enough. Samuel, yeah, well, I wasn't hiding. I was on a psycho break because Arsenal wants to make me go mad. So, you know, I had to go for take some time off, spend it with my family, and, you know, I just really needed time to just recalibrate, and I had to go for therapy because I started cursing, bro. You know, and it's not me. It's not really me. I don't want to be that kind of guy that would mess up streams and get angry and fight people all the time. So I really needed to just take a break because people, yeah, I don't know. How do we go? How do we go from talking about a quadruple? Oh my days, people. How do we go from talking about a quadruple to people? Even if I say that we are in two competitions, we know, see, people, we understand that people, do you know that we cannot compete in the Champions League? Do you know that? Do you know that we can't compete in the Champions League? If we face this Barcelona teams, yeah, PSG, Bayern, they're gonna rip us apart, bro. I mean, I used to call these teams in Europe clowns, but bro, we are the biggest clowns. We can't even defend. People, have you seen that in the last 5-10 minutes of games? That's when we're now making it a habit of actually making it uncomfortable for ourselves to defend. We now concede goals in the tail end of games. We can't keep control. There goes the best defense in the world. There goes our defense. Because that's what we used to pride ourselves in. And Mikel Arteta is now disintegrating it and completely banging it up. And soon it's going to crumble. Soon it's going to crumble. And of course, Wifey Jam says, we better win today. See, Wifey, Wi-Fi, yeah. We better win. We better win. Because if we don't win, just kiss the season goodbye. People, if we don't win today, kiss the season goodbye. Because we need to stop the rot. This is the thing. Yeah, when Arsenal lose, we lose in droves. We could lose up to 5 games in a trot. And this loss encompasses draws in between them. So we could do that in a trot in 6 games. And this is why we need to stop the rot. Just lift up the mentality of City. And now City can now go on a 7-game run. Yes, City can go on a 7-game run now. And which means they don't need to do a run in all the games and win it. And beat Arsenal at the Etihad. And just wait for Arsenal to drop points against Newcastle or against Crystal Palace. This league is not done yet. And this is coming from the positive of the positive kind of guys. I'm positive, but I'm also a realist. So I'm in between. I'm a realist. You know, when you see things going to crap, you call it for what it is. This is not football we're playing. This is not football. This is gimmicks. This is around football that we're playing. It's around football. Elliot says, Dr. Samo, yeah, the Xhaka instead of Kante was bad, but at least we had him in his prime during 2022, 2023 and carried on with Leverkusen. Should have kept him and spent that 25 million on distant striker and backup. Everything with Arsenal is just off. It's wrong. Everything with us is just wrong. No coordination. No one is coordinated. Everything is just gone off the rails. How did we go off the rails from conversations of quadruple to conversations of having no trophies at all? It's only Arsenal that can get you to that point. Where you're talking about a quadruple or treble in the space of 4 weeks, and in the 4th week, you're talking of the prospect of having no trophies at all. And people, there's a big possibility that we end up with no trophies this season, bro. Because if we're talking about that Champions League, people, look, we're sweating just to play against Sporting Lisbon away from home. And that's not a Barcelona side. That's not a Real Madrid side, bro. We couldn't even beat Southampton. What even gives us the effrontery to think that we are going to go out there and smack up, and smack up even the Sporting Lisbon, bro? It's going to be hard today, bro. We better win. It's going to be difficult today because where are the goals going to come from, though? Okay, maybe Gyökeres, yeah, but if he has an off day, then what happens? Footy Chat says, I'm done with the manager. He's never going to change. And this season is valid of that. Yeah? We should be blitzing teams right now. But instead, we're out here giving the opposition chances to kill us. Exactly. We're out here giving all these random teams, Southampton, and all these other clown teams, yeah, to actually do us dirty. And people, you know what, yeah? See, if we cannot even beat Southampton, yeah, people, just imagine if we turn out with an injured squad against Bournemouth, yeah? Bro, there's a possibility that they beat us up in the weekend. Bro, don't write that off. There's a big possibility that Bournemouth smacks us up in this weekend, bro. A big one, bro. Very big, massive one, bro. Because this manager is not coordinated. His tactics are outdated and outlandish. Yeah, he doesn't know, bro. Even the ABCs, yeah, fitness levels, bro. That should be the first thing. Forget all this tactics, bro. Keep the core of your team ready, fresh, ready for the next game. I'm sorry, he's not doing that with Saka. He's not doing that with Timber. And that's why Timber, bro, at the tail end of last season, Timber was saying, I was playing injured for this football club. That's what Timber said. I was playing injured for the club. This manager is a clown. He's gone pop. He's too proud. And I literally think he's an idiot. Because how do you go off the FA Cup and then you sign? Bro, what face did you use to sign autographs for those Dumbo Arsenal fans who are out there saying, on to the next one? On to the next one. On to which one? On to which one are you talking about? The Champions League? That might be won by either PSG or Real Madrid? Is it that one? And even the Premiership is not a given right now. Because if City go on a run, smacks us up at the Etihad, and wait for us to drop points against Newcastle or Crystal Palace, we're done. Season over. Season over. And we're even looking at the tougher games. People, I even think that, see, with the way we're playing now, unless we change it somehow from now to the weekend, yeah? If we play the same way we're playing, people will get completely banged, packed out by Bournemouth this weekend. We can get spat out by Bournemouth this weekend if we play the same way we're playing. The players are not running. The mentality is low. We don't look like champions. We don't look like a team that has that urgency that wants to get something done. Elliot says, Dr. Seymour, Yuck showed his true value with Sweden. Eze is getting better and got injured. Bad luck. Yeah, exactly. Bad luck. Eze. And again, the manager. I mean, the manager has to take full responsibilities for what he cost with that one, innit? Yeah. Dr. Seymour says, I don't care, Elliot, respectfully disagree. I think 2022, 2023, Saka was out of sheer luck of changing roles. One average season across a span of 7 isn't great. Wasn't ever good enough for this league. Yeah, I completely understand that. And Dr. Seymour says, or at least never good enough for Arsenal. More on Sunderland level. Yeah, exactly. Eros the boss says, 8 likes, people. Let's see if we can get Tony Cloud to 10 likes. Big ups to everyone who joined us. I'll be back for the Champions League with my peoples. Rory, Josh Trugunner, Bagger will be down here. Please make sure you join me for the Champions League. Let's just hope, see, people, there's no chest. There is no chest in this one. Let's just hope we go into this game and win. That's just the only thing. Anything apart from a win, it is what it is. So, people, I'll catch you on the next one. Join me and Josh Trugunner for the Champions League game tonight on this channel. Yeah. And people, I'm back. I'm back, people. I've gotten my mentals okay. I've gotten everything all right. So, let's just go from now to the end of the season and see where it takes us. Because that Carabao Cup really left me in a dark place. And people, that's a place you don't want to go to, bro. It's a place you don't want to go to. Yeah. It really effed up my mentals, bro. And that's why I have no mercy on this manager. I have no mercy on anyone who still supports this manager. Anyone who supports this manager, we'll get a taste of the medicine of what he put me through in this past Carabao Cup Easter. I will make sure that anyone who still supports this manager gets the pain that I have felt over the past 5 weeks. You will get the pain in full. So, it is what it is. The manager needs to go by the end of the season. Respectfully, just go. I don't hate you, but just respectfully, just go at the end of the season. Let's wait and see what Arsenal dishes out this night against Lisbon, away from home at Lisbon in Portugal. People, I'll catch you guys soon, yeah? Peace. And thanks, everyone. Elliot, he rocks the balls always. Yeah, he rocks the balls. My guy, Oregon Gunner, who gifted 5 memberships for the channel tonight. Footy Chats was down here. Dropped some great bombs down here. Dr. Seymour, yeah, absolute real one. By the grace of God, I should be back next week. Either this week, it depends on Dr. Seymour, and of course, he's a busy guy. So, depends on his availability, though. Either this week or next week, we'll try and fashion something out. And then Elliot was here and Elliot dropped facts. Nothing but facts from Elliot down here, yeah? Charis says, can you please... Yeah, I will, Charis. I know that's Kai. But big up to you. Big up to you, Kai. Hope you're doing good. And Rory was here. Rory was here. Elliot, and big ups, Elliot, bro. I really like your takes too. Many people were here. Rashid was here. Gunnar Rikin was here. Many of these guys were here today. So big up to these guys, yeah. Big up to everyone. And of course, Dr. Simon says we're definitely overdue for a show, Tony, brother. Yeah, sure. We'll pull up. So I'll definitely text you, on your digits. So big up to everyone. And Dr. Simon, thanks for being in the charts for me, my bro. Thanks, bro. Thanks for, joining up and making it worthwhile in the charts. I really, really appreciate that. Thanks, my bro. And people, catch you at the Champions League tonight. And from me and the crew, we are out. I'll see you guys later tonight. Yeah. Peace out. Peace out.